Dear cherished viewers, greetings in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. We have come your way this morning once again from the Salvation Army Ghana Territory, Central Division, SWEDRU Central Corps. And this program is being organized by the Home League, and it's all about marriage issues or how to grow our marriages. We know that marriage is an institution from God, and God's purpose for marriage is for a man and a woman to live together and support each other. But we see that some men marry and ignore their wives from working to earn income. Others too encourage their wives to work. And this has become a challenge to be looked at. So the question today is, should married women work to earn income at all? That is the topic for the day. And I have with me here two responsible parents who are also well versed in marriage issues. So on my right hand side, I'm having Mrs. Comfort Kwam, who is the head mistress of the Salvation Army School A at AGONA SWEDRU. Mama, you are welcome.
Thank you.
And on my left hand side, I'm having my Honorable Mr. Emmanuel Echampong, who is also the headmaster of Abuabo Salvation Army School. And the woman is part of the Home League, and the man also is part of the Men's Fellowship. Mommy and Daddy, you are welcome to my honorable studio. So, dear cherished viewers, without wasting much time, I will ask my daddy, Mr. Champong, to pray with us.
Father, Lord, we thank you this morning for the gift of life, for protecting us over this period of time, these challenging times, where we do not know even where to go and where to even stay. We thank you that in spite of all the crises that we see, Lord, you've been our Savior, you've been our protector. You've given us another opportunity, Lord, to bring before the public view issues that are related to marriage. And we are going to delve into as whether we should at all allow women that are married to work. We pray that, Lord, may you give us insight. Come and assist us to be able to do the discussion. And when everything comes to a successful end, we shall not fail to give you glory and honor. We thank you for an answered prayer. Amen.
Amen. Viewers, the topic for the day is, should married women work to earn income at all? That is the topic we are going to discuss with our honorable guest here. That is the topic for the day. And this program is sponsored by SWEDRU Central Corps. And if you also want to sponsor this program, you can call this number 050-1547-068. 050-1547-068. If you want to sponsor this program, you can call the number I've mentioned. So without wasting much time, my first question is that, why should we marry at all? Mommy, why should we marry at all?
Thank you for the question, Captain Florence Pansa, and also thank you, my listeners and viewers. Yes, we should marry because it is God's ordained institution, it is from God's command. That is why when He created the man, found it fit to create a woman where the two of them becomes one. So we should marry.
We should marry because marriage was established by God. It was established by God. So we should marry. Daddy, what do you have to say
yes,
about
I think
that?
I share the same view, and in that, right from creation, God created everything in pairs, two. But God realized that it was not good for a man to stay alone. So therefore, there was a need for a woman to be formed out of the man, which God did. And the essence was to ensure that the earth will be filled by the children that were to be born by these two people. So it is something that God, in His infinite mercy, in His own knowledge, He realized that it was very important for us to marry. So in my opinion, in my view, I think that it is important that we marry so as to fulfill God's promise.
It is important for us to marry, for us to fulfill God's promise. So women were created to support their husbands. Then why should some men ignore their wives from working? Daddy, sometimes ignore their wives. They don't want their wives to work. They don't want them to do anything. They just want them to stay in the house doing nothing. So why do some men ignore their wives to work?
I think in the first place, it has to do with the issue of culture. If you go to other jurisdictions, I think that women are allowed to work. But when it comes to the African part, or Ghana for that matter, I think that most men think that if I didn't have the means to take care of you, I wouldn't have gotten married to you in the first place. Others also do not allow their wife to work because they think that if the wife should get to certain position, the respect that he garners from the wife may not be there.
Okay.
Others also feel that they do not want their wife to be manhandled by other men whenever they go to work and all that. So it is as a result of several factors that some men prevent their wives from working. And in my view, these are some of them.
Okay, thank you very much. Mommy,
What I'll add to my brother is also some men feel they don't know what happens when their wives are outside working. When the trust is not there, you know what happens to them. So don't work, or they don't know the frustration that the woman goes through at the office place or their working places. So don't work. Or sometimes the men feel insecure. What is happening, and for them to have a peace at home, don't go. Wherever I go, I come back and meet you at the at home. But when you are into it, it's not always that things goes on well.
then mommy, if some men feels insecure, then why should the women be forced to work? Because you surely know that your husband is feeling insecure whenever you are out there, but you still want to work.
It is you, the woman, who should make the husband feel secure and should have in mind that wherever you are safe. In addition, you have to work. You can't leave everything of these days. You can't leave everything for the man to do. So you should work. In the creation, God made the woman, the woman, helper to the men.
Okay.
So you can't leave everything for the man to do. he can't do it. It means he can't support the family to where God wants the family to be. If you the woman, refuse to work. So being a wife, you should work to support the family, so that the family will achieve what God wants the family to achieve.
Being a wife, you have to work to support your husband, because you don't know what will happen the next day or the next morning. You don't know what will happen. So you need to work to support your husband in the house. Daddy?
I think that the role of women generally over the years has changed. And it has changed because it has grown beyond motherhood, just simply confined to the house and not going out to do anything. And I think that this habit has also not helped over the years, but thank God things are changing, that the office of the woman is supposed to be at the kitchen.
Okay.
But nowadays we are beginning to see women that are gaining importance in society. We are beginning to see women that have very special potentials, set of skills, knowledge, competencies, that when they are channeled in a right way, they can give, or they can be of enormous support to ask the men if we should allow them. So I think that coupled with that, the level of pressure from the home, the extended family, society, makes it increasingly important that, because men cannot shoulder all these pressures, all these responsibilities, then it can become very vital for men to allow their wives.
Daddy, thank you. Hold on a minute. Mommy, a lady once told me that God didn't created her for her to use her money to support her husband. So she will never use her money to support the husband in the house. So what can you say about that? Because it's a woman who is doing that. She says she would never use her money to support her husband, because it's never written in the Bible to use her money to support her husband.
Maybe the lady is not understanding it. God said we are helpers. He didn't say money. So if you're helping your husband, in what way? You sit and look at the husband. You work. So whatever income that you are getting, God is giving you, you be of good help to the husband to run the family. And from the word of God says, the hand that does not work should not eat. Is it the men only? He didn't specify men should. It's for everybody, a true Christian. And if God gives you that opportunity to work, what for? To help the family. And by any way, the children God has entrusted with us, if we don't take good care, we will answer one day. So if God gives you the strength to work, you have to use whatever providence you get to help the family. So God created you to help his family.
God created you to help your husband.
To answer a bit to those who hold that view that they will never use their money to support their husband. Well,
some of the views.
I don't begrudge anybody, and I, being a husband, would not say that by all means my wife should use her money to support me. But then we are saying that we are building a family together. And if you are building a family together, it means that if I am down, you lift me up. If you are also down, I will lift you up. It has become necessary for women to work because of sometimes situations that may arise that is beyond us. Let's say that, well, you use your money to support your husband, but your husband goes to work and come back and he has lost his job. Are you going to say that you are not going to use your money to support the family now that he's lost his job? You are not saying that you use your money to support the family when the man is not living up to his responsibility. No, that's what they are saying. But it is in your own interest that you work and income to support the family, so that in situation where the man is incapable, you will be able to step in. Because when you marry, you are not on your own any longer. The two of you have come together, and the Bible said that you have become one. So if you have become one, it means that everything that belongs to you belongs to the man, and everything that belongs to the man also belongs to you. So then, what are you making the money for? Then you don't understand marriage. But what we are saying is that for you to have a perfect marriage, for you to have that enjoyment, for you to have that peace at home, for you to have that comfortability in terms of providing everything that the family requires, you both of you need to work together. And therefore, we are saying that the responsibility is now too much for the men. So men should be encouraged to ensure that their wives work, so that they can also contribute their quota to the marriage to make it what? Successful.
To make it successful. Thank you very much for your contribution, Daddy. Thank you.
In addition, you are working as a woman, and you don't want to support the family. Then you don't expect much from the man. Whatever he gives you, you should be able to manage that.
Yes.
Because he can't give more than what he can't. So whatever he gives you, you should be able to manage with it. If you have and you add it, then manage whatever the man gives you.
Thank you very much. Manage whatever the man gives you. If you're a woman out there, you should manage everything that your husband gives to you. Cherished viewers, we are still on the topic: should married women work to earn income at all? Should married women work to earn income at all? And this program is sponsored by SWEDRU Central Core. Okay, back to my next question. Then, if the woman should work, at first I heard from both of you that the man is the head of the family, and if the man is the head of the family, then he is in the position to provide all that the woman needs. Then why should the woman work? If you are in position to take all the responsibility, then why should I work? To help you in the first place.
You see, we live in a world that things are fast changing. Yes, it is true that I have gotten married to you, and it is very incumbent on me that I provide you with everything that you need. But there are situations that things become very difficult that I may not be in position to be able to provide those things for you.
It means anything can happen.
Anything at all can happen in future. And most importantly, we don't know what is ahead of. I can say that, oh, I'm going to maybe Kumasi and I'll come back, and I may not come back. What happens? What happens if today I'm out of my job? What are we going to survive on? What about if something really happens that takes away everything that we have earned? It could be sickness, it could be anything at all. And especially in this season where we find ourselves, this COVID-19 period, everybody is complaining. So supposing that your husband was working and now he's out of work for that matter, or his job has collapsed because of this crisis, and you also not doing anything, then what are you going to depend on?
You will starve in the house and die.
You starve in the house and die. So I think that if you were to be working, then in this moment, in this crisis, you'll be in a position to at least, if not even provide it in a manner that I was doing, you'll be able to mitigate, you'll be able to work, pushing the family a bit until I'm able to get something to do. That makes it very paramount that irrespective of the provision that your husband is making in the house, it's still very vital because of these unforeseen circumstances that the woman also gets something to do.
It's very vital for the woman to get something to do. Mommy,
I think married women should work. When decision is taken, your intent is considered.
Okay.
You also part of the program, whatever you also contributing. So, and that's once you are contributing, you yourself you also feel safe.
Because mommy, hold on. Mommy said that when you are working, when decision is taken, the man include you in taking the decision. What do you have to say about that? So does it mean that when the men are taking the decision, they don't include their wives or what?
It depends, because it depends. The Bible says that the two shall come together and become one.
Okay.
Not in certain aspects, but in every aspect of the marriage. So therefore, when it comes to decision making, I think that it's very vital that as men, married men for that matter, we include our wives. Sometimes we lose sight of the fact that the women also have ideas.
Okay.
They also have knowledge. They can also contribute or add value to whatever decision that we intend to make. And so therefore, if you realize, in most marriages where there is teamwork on the part of the man and the woman, things go on very smoothly.
Because the reason why I was asking that question is that some men think that their wives are illiterate. So for that matter, they will not include them in the decision making.
If you do that, you'll be making a
and
big
that is
mistake.
really bad.
Because you don't necessarily have to be educated to be able to contribute to discussion, to decision making at home. Sometimes even the kind of contribution that the illiterate may even give you may not get it from an educated woman. It depends on the situation. And I'm saying that you don't have to take the decision alone, because you are not the only one in the marriage. You are in a marriage with somebody. And it because you wanted to marry her, it because you believe that she was the rightful helper to you. That is why you got married to her. So if she is a helper, then it means that whatever decision, whatever that you want to do in the family, she has to be involved. She has to be involved. She has to contribute. She has to add to whatever that you intend what doing. That is what, because there is a proverb in Akanda,
okay.
And one. So if you do that, you see that whatever decision that you arrive at will be very rich.
Okay.
And it will be able to solve whatever thing that you want to solve, so far as that decision is concerned.
If you are one, then you have to take decisions together. Thank you very much, Daddy, for your contribution. Mommy.
As I was saying, you have to work to support your husband. And for one, your husband, you mean the love of your husband, because you are contributing to raise a family. You've not left all the burden on him. You are also contributing, so that makes you also confident. Yes, my husband is appreciating what I'm also doing, so it gives you the strength to work more and support the family. And also the children, or if you're not even the children, you should care for your husband. So you support. Too much burden puts a lot of discomfort for the men. So you have to help support him. You work and support so that you raise. If you are supporting the family as God wants it, you raise a happy family. Understanding is there. We are that cordial relationship, understanding is there, because we are all helping to raise the family. Other than that, if you leave everything on the man, within a short time, the man becomes angry because it's too much. Too much on him. And mind you, when there's a surplus, then you can also help the extended family. So if everything is on the one, how can you get help to help a sister? You can. So you help, so that if you are working, then you can also extend a hand somewhere. As my brother was saying, we don't know how unforeseen situation that may happen. So if you are not working, how do you handle that situation? You can't handle, you can't, and it creates, that when that situation comes in, it's a problem. So for you not to be in that situation, you work, you support your husband.
You also become a role model, even to your children, the females in the society, the church, and even at work places.
Yes.
Your female child will want to be like you and even better.
Yes.
But if you're at home and you're not doing anything, then your kids might think that, oh, it is enough for you to stay at home as a woman and not do anything. And that will end up creating problems for them in future. Yeah, so I think that the kind of economic condition that we find ourselves makes it very, very imperative for women to also to be able to work. Because the men cannot shoulder all the responsibility. It doesn't matter that you have financial strength. And as it indicated, your husband will love you more. Your husband will respect you. Your husband will value you because you are adding something to the family. You are contributing something to the family. Because I even get annoyed when I come home and you're not adding anything, then this thing, that. I will not say it to you directly, but I will say that what they want to feel and what they need to say this. But then if in your own small way, your husband can be able to do something that he was not expecting to do, that is good. So I think that
okay, Daddy, if my husband will love me when I'm working to support him, then why is it that some men feel jealous? Some men feel jealous. You can testify on that. Some men feel jealous when they see their wives progressing in life. Maybe when they see their life going higher than them, they become jealous.
Well, some men do, and it is born out of sometimes the way and the attitude, so to say, of the wife. You know, oftentimes when women get to certain position, some of them become very, very arrogant. Some of them tend to be very disrespectful. Not knowing and realizing wherever that they are today is as a result of the efforts of both of them, that is the husband and the wife. They think that they have been able to do things all by themselves. And even if you've been able to do things all by yourself, one thing that I've always emphasized is that you should not ignore the fact that your husband is the head of the family. So how will someone, everybody will be happy that his wife is making waves, his wife is progressing in life, but where it will bring in the jealousy is...
Hold on, Mommy. From Daddy's contribution, he said when the women took some office appointment, they become disrespectful to their husbands. What do you have to say about that?
It means the working woman is not managing the situation. The work and the home, the person is not managing it well. If you are ahead, if you are working, you are earning so much, and therefore you think you're superior than your husband, then you are making things right. No matter what, the man is the head of the family. He takes decision, you can't say anything. Sometimes it is by God's grace that we are allowed. Let's put it that way. So if you are given that chance to work, don't show that boss. Show that boss when you are at the workplace. When you come after work, it ends there. Okay. You come home, you are a married woman, be submissive. Show respect to your husband. Whatever contribution that you have to make it as you are a wife. And sometimes it is the men who has your husband who has supported you, give you the moral. Oh, go, oh, you can do it. Now you are up there, and you think you should dictate. No, still be submissive.
Okay, so women out there, we should be submissive to our husbands, and our husbands will love us more. Or it's not like that, Daddy.
Oh yeah, that is the truth.
Because when we humble ourselves to you, you will love us and love us
and
more.
They shouldn't forget that from one way and to other.
Yes.
Maybe you are up there today, tomorrow you may come down and your husband will also go up. So what happens? Should he also give you the same treatment for that? No. But we should make sure that we are building a family together.
Okay.
And therefore we should not be boastful of anything that God has given to us. maybe thinking that you are better than the other person. That's where the jealousy comes in. That is where the jealousness comes in, because I think that, oh, because I'm not able to do this, that's why this woman is doing that. If I were to be able to do this, maybe things would have been that way. But let your husband feel valued. Let him even forget that you are the one even supporting the family much better than he is doing. Accord him with the respect.
And even showing disrespectful to your husband, it can lead him to go out there and
flirt around. Sometimes even some women, because of their bossy nature,
yes,
they don't even allow their husband to go to them. So these are some of the reasons why some men have vowed that they are not going to. Naturally, men want to be in control.
Okay.
Men naturally want to be in control. So when they feel that that control is slipping through their fingers, yes, then it becomes a problem. So as my mother said, it depends on you, the woman. You should make sure that you manage the situation in a manner that will not result into that kind of jealousness or jealousy. You are able to manage it well, you still have your home and you have your marriage.
Thank you very much for your contributions. Viewers out there, I hope you are enjoying the program very, very, very well. And this program is sponsored by SWEDRU Central Core. So we moved on to the next question, and that is, how come that some women do not want to work even if the man is ready to help? Some women are not ready to work even if their men or their husbands are ready to help them. Mommy,
what might be their reason? Then it means you will contribute in the house. If the man is to bear everything,
they want to stay idle.
Not doing anything, then it means whatever treatment the man gives you, don't talk.
Okay.
Because he is doing everything. Already, the burden on him is too much. Because he's taking care of everything. And mind you, if you are in a situation, it's like you keeping doing everything and no support from anywhere, you get frustrated. So with little push, then the person will flare up. To avoid such things, please, ladies, work to help your husbands. And if you don't work, how do you sustain your marriage? You are not giving any help at home. You can't even dress it to your satisfaction.
Yes.
It's what the man gives you, so you are going to manage.
Hold on, mommy. Let Daddy continue from that place for me.
I think yes. What are you bringing to the table is very vital as a married woman. What you bring to the table. What is your value? How relevant are you to the marriage that both of you are having? And I'm not the same point. And so therefore, even if I can provide you with all that you need, and you also work to add more to it, I don't think that there is any issue to it, there's any problem to it. And more so when the woman refuses to work. Now, but if I say, one day, your man will be tired. Or something may set in. That is the most important thing. Something may set in that will affect yes. Exactly. And that we've established the fact that because of unforeseen circumstance. So if it is just one tree, and one day that tree that is support, that is that finger that is feeding you, falls down, what happens? It means you're all going down together. But then if you also make a little effort, we are not saying that go and cut off your head or do what you cannot do. No. But we are saying that the little that you can also do. Bearing in mind that one day, if something should go wrong, you'll be able to step in while your husband put things together to be able to get something to do again. And that's what makes it vital. So don't think that, oh, because my husband can do everything for me, because he can provide everything for me, I will not do anything. So you sit idle. No. find something to do, because the world is what is changing, and as such, we must change as well to suit the changing world.
Find something to do, because you may not know what is ahead of you. So women out there, don't discourage yourself that you cannot do anything. You can do and do it better. So encourage yourself that I can do this, I can do that to support my husband to build the family. So the next question is that, what are the advantages derived from a married wife working? What are the advantages derived from a married wife working? Mommy.
If you are working, one, you feel confident because you are earning something. And the trust, the love, the respect that your husband have for you is good, because you are also contributing to the family. If you work, it makes you strong, let's put it that way, and it makes you always plan ahead, because you know this is what I'm going to do, this is what I have to do, so you are always active. You are not dull, you are always active, making to make ends meet. If you are not a working lady, a mother, you just make things rough. Let's put it this way, if Ruth had not been a good working woman in the pipeline, when that unforeseen came, how would they have helped Naomi? He knew taking back Naomi to Bethlehem, Jerusalem, he is going to feed, work and feed the in-law and for herself. Meanwhile, you know, he don't have anything there, because he was a working woman. He didn't fear going with the in-law, and he went there, worked, and they succeed. So if you're a woman, work, and by God's grace, everything you enjoy life, your family also enjoy.
If you're a woman, work, and by God's grace, you enjoy in your marriage, and your kids, your children will also enjoy whatever you are earning. Daddy.
Yeah, to add to what my mother has just said, if you're a woman and you work, you have a lot of confidence. You be able to have the respect of your husband. You serve as a role model. You'll be able to support the family financially, not the immediate nuclear family, but the extended family as well. And any other person who may need you, you are going to be there. And most importantly, because you deal with a lot of people, you have a lot of insights as to how things are done in other people's homes, what is going on outside the environment. Then in so doing, you'll be able to bring those ideas to bear in raising up your children to make them better. And that's what is very vital. That is why it is very, very vital for every woman to be able to get something to do in order to support her family.
Thank you very much. Viewers, we are still on the topic, should married women work to earn income at all? And I hope you are enjoying over there. Okay, the last question for the day. Anything that has advantages have the disadvantages of it. So we are coming to see the disadvantages of a married woman working. The disadvantages of that. Daddy.
Yeah, I think that when we come to the disadvantages of a working married woman, it is that sometimes I always talk about the availability of the woman. Sometimes because of the work she's doing, she can be taken away by the work, such that when you come home, she may not be there. And even sometimes, even when it comes to cooking in the house, it becomes a problem. What to eat and what not to eat becomes a problem. So definitely, those are the challenges those are the changes that we married men, oftentimes that our wives are working.
Okay, what do you have to say about that?
To add to my brother, if we're able to manage, we're able to meet all these things. But sometimes the workload, so sometimes you are caught at a corner. So certain things may not go on well at home. And that's where we need support from our husbands to support us at that side. It shouldn't be always. If you foresee it that this is what you could do, you the woman should plan ahead, so there won't be any differences. But it is just an impromptu thing. That's when we expect the men to support us. And what I played with my fellow women working, please know that you are married woman. You have responsibility as a woman at home. So you plan and plan well so that it doesn't conflict with your work and your marriage.
Okay, you know that you are a married woman out there. Daddy, what do you have to, you want to add on top of that?
Yes, so yes, what you just said is true. That sometimes because of the workload, they are caught at a corner, and so therefore men should also make effort to assist their wives whenever such situation what.
Then what I want you to do is that I want you to advise your men to be supportive, because some men do not support their wives at all. They don't. When their wives are in the house, they are pounding fufu, they are taking care of the kids, they are doing this, and the man will be out there playing draft.
Naturally, I wouldn't say men are not supportive. Some men, especially men of these days, up and coming men, young men for that matter, some of them or many of them are very, very supportive. But there are some too, because of their upbringing, they do not know how to go about any household or chores. As for example, growing up, my mom never asked me to come to the kitchen.
Okay.
Or come and do anything that is related to maybe working in the house.
Okay.
And so therefore whatever that I'm able to do today, I learned it from friends. So all that I can say is that even those who don't know how to assist their wives at home when it comes to maybe household chores, they must learn to support them. That does not mean that the wives should take advantage of that and be calling men when they are even not supposed to. They should know their limit and know when to call them, so that you can balance the situation and live happily.
So, mommy, do you agree with that? Because that is said that sometimes some of the husbands want to assist their wives in the house, but they sometimes call them ototaba, because they are assisting them in the house. They call them names. And they even put the things down whenever their husbands are not there. They put the things down, wait for their husband to come for them to do it together, because the husband is assisting her.
That is an unfortunate thing. We have our role to play. So if you know it is your responsibility, and if it is too much for you, you talk it over with him and he will help you. If it is your role, you don't leave it till he comes. He won't do it. If he thinks it is your responsibility and because he is helping you, you just relax, he won't do it. So I will plead with my fellow women working that we should try and work. If it is our responsibility to work, we should work. If it's necessary for the men to come and give a helping hand, they will come and help us, than to sit and wait for them. It is not good. Because whatever situation we in the house, we do a lot of activities in the house.
Okay.
In the house, we do a lot of the work in the house for them to help us.
Thank you very much for your contributions. You've made this program to be a loving and a joyful one. Thank you very, very, very much. Daddy, your last comment.
Yes, in conclusion, I will say that a man should recognize the role that their working women play in the house, and that it is very, very good that you support, you empower your wife to get something to do, so that in crisis she will be able to also support the family as she should. And you know that we are in the period of COVID-19. I will urge our viewers to continue to observe the necessary protocols that have been put in place by the president. They should continue to wear the nose masks. It is difficult though, but we must try as much as we can to put it on any time that we are going out. We should also remember to wash our hands under running water, and also be very careful, especially when we are going to public places, so that we can still safe and not contract the disease.
Thank you very much, Mommy.
My advice to the ladies out there, the married women, please work to help your family, make your family happy, and win the trust and love from your husbands. No matter the position, no matter what the kind of work you are doing, the word says we should be submissive. So we should remain that. When we come home, we should know we are wives, and that should be the point. And as we know what is going on, please stay home. If you have nothing so present to do outside, stay home and observe all the protocols so that we don't spread. We need you alive. We need you. Cherish your life. So anything that will make your life a bit destabilized, avoid and stay home. Thank you.
Thank you, Mommy and Daddy, for your contributions. Thank you very much. Cherished viewers, the question we were discussing was that should married women work to earn income at all? Now our able guests have made it clear that it is very important for married women to work to support their husbands, and wives should also be submissive to their husbands so that their husbands will love them more and more. Mommy, extend some greetings to your loved one out there.
Hello, Mr. Kofias Meni, Eko, Abeku, Mami, all the church members. Hi.
Okay,
Yeah, well, hello. I want to use this opportunity to extend my warmest felicitation to my dear wife, Mrs. Philomena Uswe Champon, Kofi Amwa, my son, and Tanajama, my daughter, and to all my loved ones, especially the Salvation Army Church and the women ministry for that matter. We say hello. Hi, please stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you very, very, very much. Viewers, I know you've learned a lot from this topic and you are going to use it in your marriage. So please stay at home. Stay at home. This program is sponsored by SWEDRU Central Call. And if you also want to sponsor this program, you can call this number 050-1547-068. 050-1547-068. 050-1547-068. And if you have enjoyed this program, You have to view, you have to like, you have to share, and write your comment. If you want to ask any question, you can write it on the comment column. We will receive it and comment on it, or give you your feedback. Thank you, viewers, for watching this program. We started with prayer, so we have to end with prayer. So I will kindly ask my dear mom, Mrs. Kokutuwa, to kindly play with us.
God, we thank you so much. At the beginning, we ask you to share and direct us. By your grace, we've been able to do it. We are committing our marriages into your care. Papa, let us understand how you created the marriage. Work with it so that we have a good and successful marriage. We thank you for answered prayer. Amen.
Amen.
I'm the host for today's program, Captain Florence Kwanzaa. Please stay at home.